Hello everyone and welcome once again to a video from Scottish Shocks. Today, as promised, we're doing a top 10 movie monsters. Now, before I actually wrote this list out, I said I have to put in a few rules, otherwise anything could count as a movie monster. So, anything that isn't scary on its own. So if there needs to be a horde of them for them to be scary, they don't count. So, werewolves, zombies, in some cases vampires, gremlins, ghosts, goblins, that sort of thing. So something has to be scary on its own, which I think only actually counts to one of the additions in this list. And that's basically it, So yeah, let's just kick on with the list. And straight in number 10. Catch you in a second. But very quickly, before we actually get on to number 10, here's a couple that just slightly missed out on the top 10. We've got The Blob, we've got Dracula, Frankenstein, but I wanted to go for stuff that wasn't human, so frankly, Frankenstein didn't count. So we've got Blob, Dracula, Frankenstein. There was, the list changed that many times. Rodan, King Ghidorah, the Mutos, so many, so close. But I think you'll like the list. So, moving on to number 10. Okay, so some of you are going to be looking at this monster going, it's not a scary monster. In all honesty, it's one of my favourite monster movies of all time. Fair enough, you may think the monster's not scary, but anyone that can terrify you through song, that's worthy of being on a top 10 list. And for those that say, it's not scary, it's like, but can you argue with this? You got no idea. You don't know what you're looking at when you're looking here. You don't know what you're up against. No way, no how. You don't know what you're messing with. But I'm gonna tell you Get me straight. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and I'm bad. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and it looks like you've been had. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, so get off my back, get out my face, cause I'm mean and green, and I am bad. Wanna save your skin, boy? You wanna save your hide? You wanna see tomorrow? You better step aside. Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay, so number 9 we have... Okay, I'm gonna struggle to say the name of this thing. It's the Gwoemul? Basically the monster from The Host. A great Japanese monster movie, which just proves these guys can do a pretty good monster movie. There's a sequel on the way apparently, or it's out, I'm not entirely too sure. But a very unique monster. It's nice to see new monsters actually getting created, and it's not just basically copy and paste from monsters that have been there before. So I enjoyed it. Number 8. Okay, now this has got to piss a lot of people off. They're like, King Kong, why is he number 8? Well, in all honesty, he's just a giant ape. That's how I see him. And any monster that can get mixed up with a love story, kinda, I don't know. Not to say he's not bad, he's very iconic, but to me that's all he is, he's an iconic movie monster. Put him in a movie with Godzilla again, and he would be further up the list. Until then, he stays number 8. Number 7. Okay, so number 7, Cloverfield. Like I said, a kind of modern, up-to-date monster. Kind of rivals Godzilla, but kind of fails slightly since it's... You don't get a proper look at it. I mean, they may change that with the sequel that we've been waiting something like 6 years for now. Come on, J.J. Abrams, stop doing Star Trek, do Cloverfield 2. Looking at you, J.J. So yeah, a very unique monster. Kind of got copied a little bit with the Mutos and the recent Godzilla movie, but it's still an awesome monster. Now, number 6. Okay, so here we have The Thing. Now, one of my personal favourite horror movies of all time. The Thing, I know I say we've got to try and stay away from something human, but this says that this thing is far from human. It may have human elements, but it's not human. Or dog, or whatever it is, they're kind of turning into. It's just that it can turn into anything so quickly, so fast, and can go into these grotesque things. That is just such a unique thing. John Carpenter is a genius, you know? So, that's enough about the genius talk. Let's go straight on to number 5. Okay, so number 5 we've got Predator. Now, this monster is very iconic. It's not just in the movies. I've read the comics. I've seen all the movies. And I love Predator. Very iconic alien, especially in the very first one where he takes off the mask and you see that face. It's a very unique face. It's been copied quite a lot in Hollywood. And when people are going to your monster for inspiration on theirs, that kind of shows you what you've got. And that's why Predator's number 5. So, let's move on to number 4. Okay, so number 4 we have the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Now, people in my class, it's a dinosaur, it's not a monster, believe me. This has terrified kids for generations. It counts as a monster. I don't think you can get much more iconic than the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. It's well known throughout the world, especially the roar it has. It's just a piece of Hollywood genius, you know? And it's just massive, it's terrifying, it's not so much scary to look at, but if you were to come across one in real life, you would poop your pants and you wouldn't come off the toilet. And we all know that if a T-Rex is looking at you and you're stuck on the toilet, you're in trouble. Sorry. So, that's why T-Rex. Number 4. Let's move on to number 3. Da-dum. Da-dum. Dum 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 dum. Okay, so just for those that didn't realise, again, very iconic. This thing literally made me scared to go into a swimming pool. And if you can do that, and not just to me, to many other people that were even scared to go in water, you've done your job. You've made a successful movie monster. And all it is a shark. Fair enough, it's a great white shark, and it's bigger than normal ones, but still very iconic, very terrifying, and Steven Spielberg should tip his hat off right now. And I would, but the hat doesn't come off. So, let's move on to number 2. Okay, so number 2, we have the Xenomorph. Now, remember how earlier on it says this thing needs to be scary on its own for it to actually terrify people? Well, there you go. You know, in two of the movies of the 4 Alien movies. There was only one, and that's terrifying on its own. First one terrifying, third one slightly terrifying. In horrors, these things are twice as scary, but less deadly somehow. I don't know how that works out. But anyway, very iconic. Love the Alien movies. Like the Alien vs Predator movies. Love the Alien comics. I have many of them. I love the aliens. You know, I could not put Xenomorphs high on this list. They're a huge inspiration to me. And if you actually ask the creator of the Xenomorph, he will say he created something genius by copying other people's genius. Because apparently, he stole from everybody. Come up with the ideas for this. So, Xenomorph number 2. Now let's move on to number 1. And hold on to your ears. So for those who couldn't tell, Godzilla, number 1. Why is Godzilla number 1? Well, first of all, it's Godzilla, and any monster movie that has been going on for nearly 60 years, and, well, has made 30 movies, it's a pretty successful movie monster. Love all the Godzilla movies. I'm basically on a quest to watch every single Godzilla movie ever. And I'm up to 3 so far. And yes, I do like the 1998 movies. And in fact, if you go and watch my top 10 movies that everyone hates that I love, Godzilla came, I think, second on that list. I think. Can't actually remember. So, that's why Godzilla's number 1. Okay, so that's my top 10 movie monsters. Stay tuned for more top 10s. Blu-ray reviews. I'm going to be doing one of them probably in the next couple of days, because it's payday on Friday. So, I'm Scottish from Scottish Jokes. I'll see you all later, and always remember, keep your hat on. Catch you later, guys.